Welcome to the MoistyVoice, episode 43.
Woo woo! That's not episode 42, evidently.
What?
Nothing. I'm just saying that's not episode 42.
It's not.
That's not.
It is evident.
Yeah.
Alright. Weird.
He's not
We
wrong.
have the evidence that it is in episode 42.
But you shouldn't need the evidence. If it is evident, it is its own evidence. It's self-evident.
Okay, so it's self-evident that this is MoistyVoice episode 43.
It's so obviously episode 43, Connor. Christ.
What happened this week?
Mutant. I'm
We'll
really
just
happy
open with that. Alright,
it's
so...
the best open. That's like I only learned
There's-
about it 5 minutes ago, and it is the greatest thing going on in my
There's a game
life.
that's been announced called Mutant Year Zero, The Road to Eden. And it's made by developers of Payday and Hitman.
It was Funcom and...
Well, Funcom is, I think, the publisher, and the Bearded Ladies is the dev.
Yep.
It's an XCOM-style tactics game of post-apocalyptic mutant, just like anthropomorphic animal mayhem. And the Simac trailer, obviously no game is representative from its Simac trailer, but they do sell the game, and this one is selling it well. I've already pre-ordered 18 copies.
Holy shit, you have a lot of money.
I had a lot of sex.
It's pretty awesome looking. So I don't know anything about what type of, like, you said it and it just went through my head because I just heard duck, pig, chameleon girl, something.
That
Who
chameleon
cares?
girl, 10 out of 10.
Well, she might not
She
be a
had the right
chameleon
shape.
girl.
Dude, her makeup, perfect.
She might not be a chameleon because
Or
it
she's
stayed...
just a
it
rad
stayed-
monster. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, she might just be a rock monster. She
Or
might
like
be a rock
a-
lobster.
Either way,
Colossus
type thing.
Yeah.
it's okay.
You're
Any
into,
of it.
When the girl's hard, you're hard.
She looks great.
It just looks super fun, and somewhere in the game buried is Bebop Rocksteady. So I'm excited
They're
for
the
that.
pigs in there, you just gotta put the sunglasses on them.
You just need the sunglasses.
That's all there is.
So the game is going to run very similarly from what I read to XCOM itself. It is you going out on incursions and stuff, and you're trying to find where Eden is, which I assume is just some fabled land of, if you go here, we don't care if you're a mutant, or maybe you won't die. One of the two options.
Whatever's
we
causing...
protect mutants.
Something like that, because in the trailer they've already introduced that the boar mutant is not happy with his appearance.
Yeah, he's not happy to be mutant.
Which suggests that either A, he
Or
was
he's not happy
human
with
and
his
has turned
nose.
into a boar mutant, or B, he is a sentient being that recognizes that him as a boar mutant is not what is standard and was wanted. Either way, I'm way behind it.
I'm curious to find out if they're animals who mutated or people who mutated. I want to know, like, where it all started and came from.
Now, the thing is people probably already know that apparently Mutant Year Zero is already, in some way, shape, or form, a franchise of tabletops and books and stuff.
Yeah, I saw the tabletop. I couldn't find a source on the books.
I've never seen anything about it before, but after seeing the trailer for the game, I'm about to dive head deep into this right after the podcast. This has enthralled me.
It looks super
amazing.
weird. Like, just the start with, like, oh, there's an XCOM-style game. Okay, that's fun. It's gonna have some mutant pigs and ducks. Okay, that's weird.
They're really weirdly anthropomorphic.
My favorite part is that between missions, you return to the Ark.
The Ark.
With all the other animals.
I'm loving this, like, Evangelion-level religious symbolism down your throat.
It's great.
I can't... there's no way it can be Evangelion levels.
No, it can't be that heavy-handed, but it's pretty heavy.
I wrote...
actually, you know what? I stand corrected.
co-wrote.
There's nothing that can be more heavy-handed than fucking Man of Steel.
I co-wrote a Star Wars Hoth Planet Noah's Ark fanfiction.
In your dreams, or like...
That was a real thing that
Okay.
happened.
Okay.
Outside of the dreams.
Speaking of fanfiction...
We'll wait for the dream segment, alright? And there was no fanfiction this week.
You told...
Oh, I forgot about... Okay. Now, some of you may be familiar with the series RWBY.
Oh, God.
Which had one good season, the opening season by Rooster
Yeah.
Teeth, that had promise, and then it just became hot garbage and is complete trash and not worth watching whatsoever.
It's Michael's favorite thing.
Premise is pretty cool. Some of the characters are redeemable.
Pre-season 3, premise is great, characters are great.
Season
Plot
2
is
went
sub-
way too fast.
Yeah,
No.
Season 2 kind of started where it goes.
Season 1 is peak. Season 2 is acceptable. And then after Season 2 is just complete fucking garbage.
Season 2 introduced my favorite character ever.
That's why you love Season 2.
And
It's
then,
just
like,
because it's
Season
got
2.
Neo.
Now at this point, like all the things they're like, hey, Season 3, we're going to set up all this stuff. And then
It
like
just
end of
doesn't pay
Season
off.
3, they're like, no, forget all that stuff. We didn't like it. New stuff,
yeah,
new stuff.
all of it was
The setup that we had one thing from carryover from Season 1. We're going to bring that up in Season 3 at the end of it, and we're not even going to talk about that for another 2 seasons.
It's written so terribly. Rooster Teeth has a lot of talent in their studio, and they've got a lot of
And
potential.
the art team's the one that's kind of carrying the show at this point.
The art team is great, but
they picked up. The animation's a lot higher.
the animation wasn't a problem, because the animation was pretty
Season-
terrible in Season
yeah.
1, but I was completely okay with it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, because it was you could feel the stupidity in it.
The animation
And
didn't
they
matter
own-
because the writing was good.
Yeah, and now it's
Now,
nothing.
nothing matters because the writing's bad.
Nothing matters. Everybody doesn't care too
In
much
any
about
case, if you're familiar with RWBY, you'll know who I'm talking about. But RWBY is actually the name of both the lead character
it. And the team
and
she
her
leads.
team, which is called RWBY, but spelled with a W in place of the U. And it's the first letter of each of their names: RWBY, Weiss, Yang, and Blake.
Mm-hmm.
Blake is a furry. She's a cat girl.
Yep.
Yang is
pretty great.
RWBY's older sister. She's a hot-headed fire fist lady. That is
Well
what
endowed.
she is.
Barely related.
Oh, no, I'll get into it. Weiss is a snow lady, and she's a cold-hearted bitch. She's about as one-for-one as it comes. And Ruby's just a young, fun-loving, scythe, sniper-shooting gal. But, so what it is Yang,
Uh-huh.
in this fanfiction, is in possession of a 12-inch dick. She has just
like-
newly acquired this 12-inch dick.
Okay.
And her hormones are going crazy. Blake is in the room. So Yang's like, okay, I'll get out this laser pointer here.
Oh, God.
I'll lead Blake over to under the table in front of me. And then using the laser pointer, Blake's gonna give me a hand job.
What?
She uses the laser pointer, and Blake, trying to catch it as the cat she is, just gives her a hand job. Trying to catch it.
Oh.
Was this a dream or was this...
This is a real fanfiction. I can give you the link, but please do not ask for it.
Oh, okay.
You're
Got
not gonna
it.
ask for it.
You might like it.
You've
You
been,
sick fuck.
You've been on fanfiction.net a lot lately, haven't
This
you?
last week has been an eye-opening experience, alright? There's a vibrant world of horrible things out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
I'll go to my freshman year archive just in one of my group chats and I'll pull up some links for you.
Oh, God.
Because we made a hobby of collecting and just enjoying the hell out of some pretty god-awful fanfic.
Man.
It was a great year.
This is up there. But yeah, it's just the premise of Yang using a laser pointer to guide a cat girl into a hand job, then into a blowjob,
Yeah,
when
somebody-
she suggests catch it with your mouth.
Somebody
Oh, okay.
thought of this and then subsequently wrote it,
And
edited
then-
it, uploaded it.
What do you mean edit?
There was probably editing.
No, you just raw upload.
In any case, it was so out of the blue, just actual creativity in this fanfiction. I don't know what in this smut.
Yeah.
It's fanfiction.
It's fanfiction, but
smut.
it's smut.
It's smutty
smut.
fanfiction.
It's very smutty fanfiction.
It's the umbrella term. It's
They
important.
tried to write in some plot elements, and it didn't work well. It was just
That's what
mostly
makes it
justifying the
fanfiction.
smut.
That's what makes it
No, I've read
fanfiction.
quality fanfiction.
There's a
Then you
difference between
haven't read good fanfiction.
Okay, no, Nick. There's a difference between PWP and PWP.
There is a huge difference between PWP and PWP.
One of them is plot without porn, and the other one's porn without plot.
There's a big difference.
Yeah. Big difference between PWP and PWP. I'm a fan of PWP, but I hate PWP.
And I'm the other way around.
Yeah.
Can't stand it.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's a true statement.
But in any case, so that was the best fanfiction I read this week. Join in next week for Conors Smut review.
Oh man, is that a
that a
podcast
week?
I've just got a whole.
You and I will just go back and forth.
Loading segments into this podcast weekly. Soon enough, I'm gonna siphon you guys out.
That'll
It's just
be-
gonna be me talking about porn.
That'll be our weekly segment. Is Connor's weekly segment
Connor's
of the
new
week?
weekly
You
segment.
just go through, what'd you do this week while I read a lot of
Well,
fanfics?
I read a lot of smut, boys.
Well, this week, picked my dad up from the airport.
Yeah, he
We
saw
had
your
a-
phone
He saw
case,
your phone case.
which
Yeah.
has his favorite character from RWBY. It's
Yeah,
Neo.
it's
Neo.
on
Yeah, any visual
Yeah.
listeners, you'll see it there.
And so, like, he saw my phone case, and then I unlocked my phone, and he saw my phone screen, and he kind of looked at me and says, "Oh, that's
Fun.
one of those Japanese cartoon things, right? Yeah? Is it from porn?"
He knows
And,
you.
like,
It's from an artist.
I couldn't just say no, because the way he's looking at me, like, no matter what you say,
It's
I'm
from
gonna
porn.
think it's from porn. It's like, no, it's from a TV show, and I'm just like,
Your
well, there's-
response needed to be, "You did this to me, Dad," because you know well and true he did. It is his fault. You were a weeaboo
Okay.
smut fuck.
Connor.
Yeah, you
ever-
should have just looked him in the eye and said, "Yes, this is what I'm into." Because you were never around.
No, so what happened is my dad would go on trips a lot, and whenever he'd come back, he'd bring like a random game. And
Yeah,
apparently, so he brought me Xenosaga and Final Fantasy X.
I think you've actually mentioned this on the podcast.
Yeah, and
before.
so like that just kind of led off into my weeaboo adventures.
Yeah, you were sculpted unknowingly by a monster.
There are worse fates.
There are
Yeah.
few worst fates.
No, there aren't.
7 worse fates.
There's like 10, and
3 of
one
them are
those...
Nazi variants.
What?
Yeah, at least you're not in the universe
Like
where
anime
Nazis got
Nazis?
involved.
Dog
Well, like
Nazis.
Nazis took over anime.
Dog Nazis.
Well, no, that's the real universe, and you know it.
I need a living tattoo.
Living tattoos are actually one of the cooler concepts on the planet.
I'm talking about the living tattoo Nick's talking about, not the one you know about, because that one is terrible and that's horrifying.
Oh,
They're
okay.
bad living tattoos.
No, there are
Okay.
bad living tattoos.
Yeah. Because, like, you said that, I'm like, okay, you want a tattoo that's gonna, like...
Yeah, that will make a man into a radio? No, thank you.
Don't need that.
So much weird shit, man.
We
You're
could just...
gonna read that book at some point.
Yeah.
I need to buy it. For some reason, I only own Perdido Street Station.
So,
God.
I can get you the audiobook of it.
Audiobooks are weak.
Okay?
But to be fair, Nick doesn't read, so give him an audiobook.
Yeah, I figured he'd just
Yay.
listen to it on the way to and from work over...
No, my
3 months.
my commute's too small for that
Yeah.
nowadays.
Oh.
If anything, I'll just start like slipping a headphone underneath my headset. I wouldn't be the first.
That's what Shane does.
That's what a lot of people do. I'm learning slowly how many people are doing that.
It's a lot of people. I didn't have to do that because in receiving you can just do whatever.
Yeah.
Luckily, that was a nice freedom. But I would hate to be on the floor. for
Read
sure.
a lot of or I guess listened to a lot of fanfics in that job.
Oh man.
Oh my god, if you could just text a speech,
I
drag
need
and
to
drop
find
a
another
fanfic.
warehouse gig where I only play smut from audiobooks and annoy all of my coworkers.
Hey, if they're annoyed, they're not coworkers worth having.
Fair enough. What else did we have this week?
Something from Ready Player One.
Oh, Ready Player
Yeah.
One sweepstakes.
So I'm entering this like daily and sharing the videos all the time. But yeah, there's a Ready Player One sweepstakes going on where there are 3 grand prizes. One of them
The lowest
is...
tier is free movies for like 45 years.
No. Lowest tier is free Spotify Premium for
No, I
like
think that was
20
silver.
something years. No, it's obligatory terms. It's just silver, crystal, and something else.
Yeah.
The
I
copper
would say the
is
worst-
free
Oh, yeah,
movie
copper is
tickets
lower than
until
silver.
2045. J is free Spotify for 27 years. Crystal is Lyft. till
Unlimited
2040.
Lyft rides until 2045.
Yeah, that's the big one.
That's
Yeah.
great.
That's huge.
Honestly, I would take the movies or the Lyft rides, and I'd feel so bad if I got the Spotify Premium
I
one.
don't give a shit about Spotify.
Just knowing what I could have had. I talked it through with somebody earlier today, actually.
You know, if
that-
you get one of the higher tier ones, you're always given the option to drop it to a lower one.
Would do.
No, in every sweepstakes.
But most sweepstakes do that.
Would do if it was presented as an option.
Yeah,
No,
if I won the Spotify, I'd just take the movie tickets.
I was
Yeah.
talking to somebody earlier today about how, like, the Spotify is awesome if you want to listen to individual songs, whereas Pandora is awesome if you want playlists, because Spotify's playlists suck.
Yep.
But Pandora's single song selection is miserable.
Also
so
true.
one of them just needs to buy the other already.
Well,
one of them needs to buy the
workaround-
algorithm for one.
My workaround is that I'll just spend 7 hours a week on YouTube finding and curating all the singles I want, building that into a YouTube playlist, and then if I want it on the go, just buying them off of Google Play. It's a lot more work, but it gets me the result I want.
Better, my method, scour way too many places for the physical CD, digitize it.
Oh man, I need. There are like 50 albums on my buy list.
Hello.
I have, actually, I'm down to only maybe like a dozen that I'm actively seeking at the moment, which is the
Jealous.
lowest it's been in many moons.
Well, what I do is I just dumped every single music file I have onto my phone, and then Google Play has now just figured out my likes and dislikes.
It took him a while, but he finally trained the algorithm to work in his favor.
Yeah, now it just finds me random shit.
That's more or less. That's not my plan with the end of that, but that's why I'm digitizing everything. Actually, it's just to get it on my phone. There's no other.
I'm surprised you haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to
I know
digitize
it
that
takes
many
a while.
It
CDs.
takes like 5 minutes.
I have a lot of CDs.
No, he has a lot of CDs. He just never does it.
He just never takes the time.
If you weren't watching so much magic,
If
you
you
could
weren't
digitize
watching,
those CDs.
if you weren't
Yeah.
reading so much smut while watching,
How about you back the
Magic,
fuck off? All right, I've got smut to read.
No, I'm talking to Nick. If he wasn't reading so much smut while watching Magic, he'd have more time to do things.
You reading smut?
Read smut.
He
No,
lives it.
I play smut.
You gotta send me those links. I gotta know what you're into.
Light novel or visual novels for life.
Oh, you.
He's perfected Katawa Shoujo.
All right, that's different though, because I was born on a landmine actually, and legs are fake.
I love how that's everybody's just go-to thing.
That's a
about
go-to.
Is that legs
It's just-
are fake?
It's because
The
the blind
girl-
girl is boring, and the
Blind girl's boring. The girl with no arms. Then
like I'm gonna talk about fucking
did-
Gumbo.
How does that make sense?
she's a painter with no arms.
No. No landmine would ever blow off your arms.
Well, maybe
Landmines
like,
can make you go
maybe
blind.
you, like,
They
jump
can take off your
forward,
legs.
like baseball
It
slide.
would have
up
to be
it.
I was born in a coat hanger car wash to lose my arms.
No, it was there was a landmine, and I was gonna like soccer free throw over the head, throw it, but it went off, and it took my arms.
No, we were out playing baseball and someone hit the third base as it was actually a landmine. So I slid in to the base and it just blew my arms off.
Just blew my arms up.
No,
well.
I spun the wheel of money, and I forgot to let go.
Oh my god, have I shown you that skit?
No.
It's a pretty good
Okay,
skit.
It's Wheel of Money, and it's 3 contestants around a wheel, and the first person spins it and doesn't let go, and it tears their arms out of their sockets. Just rips their arms off.
That's how it happens.
That's how it happens.
Okay, yeah. So you've got blind girl, armless girl, girl who can't hear or talk.
Blind people, deaf people, I see that every day. Like, I'm gonna beat it to that. Girl with no legs, walking
Girl
on
with
fucking
fake
sporks.
legs.
Yeah, man.
Sporks.
They're like little bendy
What
fucking
is the
ice
word
cream
for them?
scoops.
What
or
is the
like
word for those
lacrosse.
things?
They're prosthetic legs.
No, they're
Bullshit.
the
There's
lacrosse slingers. That's what they are.
It's just a lacrosse stick. It's just a
She's
stick.
really good at lacrosse.
While
She-
handstanding.
Wait, yeah, how has that not been like a thing? Like some kind of Mad Max throwaway scene is that they have a sport where they all have those leg things and they made a sport out of it.
I'd watch
It's
the hell
like
out of
soccer, but the ball's lacrosse sized, and you can like slot it into your leg.
that. New segment. Things we're mad about. Alita Battle Angel moved to December. I'm still mad.
Mulan,
1 week
moved
later,
2
I'm
years
still
later.
mad.
It might be.
Speaking of things that got movies got pushed back, Mulan pushed back 2 years. No one
21.
fucking cares.
Mulan got pushed back 2 full years. It was set to release in November and is now not going to come out until 2020.
It's a long time.
That is quite the delay.
I don't know who screwed up, but they did.
It was Disney.
I know that they spent a lot of time casting and then getting screamed at for screwing up their casting. And
Matt
then
Damon
recasting.
got cast
fixing the
originally.
But yeah,
Matt-
they did some stupid stuff, and I don't know. It seems like it's really not that hard. It's how not to piss everyone off when casting for Mulan. Cast Asians.
Yeah.
It's all you had to do.
Well, what
and
about
they
Matt
couldn't,
Damon?
they
Matt
couldn't
Damon can
figure
work.
that one out.
Alright, now instead of casting Asians, let's just push it back 2 years. They'll forget about it, and then we'll release it, and boom, we're good.
Maybe
Yeah.
in 2 years' time, whitewashing will be a thing of the past. And people will think we're innovative for doing it again.
Oh, shit. Wow, these guys are bringing back whitewashing. Alright, okay.
Oh man, Disney's gonna do all their old movies again, but they're gonna whitewash all of it. I can't wait for whitewashed Black Panther.
I'll see where... Oh...
White Panther.
That's just gonna end poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how that movie got criticism for not having enough gay people.
People...
What?
That
yeah,
was the
no,
thing.
there was real criticism. People were like, alright, it's a good movie, but where are all the gays?
It was just people who were trying to, like, sweep its legs, because they were like, I don't like that this movie is doing well, because I'm just a generally anti-black things person. So they were like, okay, yeah, great movie for, you know, racial diversity, but did you see any lesbians? I don't think so.
You had
Bad
your two
movie.
To be
Tolkien
honest,
white
I'm
guys.
surprised there weren't.
They were, his sister in the comics, I guess, is...
I think
Traditionally, yeah. There's one of the main characters who was in the film is traditionally a lesbian in the comics, and they didn't like give her or really just expand on her relation whatsoever.
So
they
maybe
didn't write
she
it
is,
out.
and they just didn't
Yeah.
explicitly say, "Hey, I eat muff."
But people were surprised.
If they just did the Mad Max Nux arc, and people are mad that it wasn't as broad as it should have been,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I was one of those people. I wanted to see Nux flirting. I wasn't mad that it didn't make sense, because it made sense, but I wanted to see fucking Crumb-Face Nux
Just like
actually
hey,
flirting with the girl and see how that relationship came about. That should have been a
poorly,
scene.
poorly.
Oh,
is
very
how it came
poorly.
about.
It had to have been terrible. He's gonna be like, hey, so do you dream about Valhalla? She's gonna be like, no, I'm not a fucking idiot. He's like, what? And then they bang.
My children would like to make some love with you.
Oh yeah, he's got the. I forget
Yeah.
about
no,
those
no,
sometimes.
it was his mates.
Yeah.
It's friends. You want to through with me and my mates?
What was it, like Icky and Jerry or something?
I cannot remember.
I love them.
You need to watch Fury Road again.
I watch it some nights. Puts me asleep.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I only saw.
How
it,
does
like,
that
2
put
or
you to
3
sleep?
times.
It's just
good-
constant engine roars.
No, it's good
I love
movies. Put me asleep. If I've watched a movie enough times that I've memorized it, I can put it on, and then I don't feel a need to watch it because I can see what's happening in my head based off the audio. And
So is that why
allows
you
me to
don't
fall
dream?
asleep
Because
earlier.
you're just listening to a movie and playing the movie out? As you
Actually,
dream?
I've been dreaming recently because I'm not using the movies. I've been using it sleep.
So
I've
you've been
been
movies are the reason you don't dream.
Movies are the reason that I don't dream weird shit. I've been dreaming weird shit because I stopped watching movies. I watched Inception once last night, which is the best movie that put me to sleep. And you know what? That was the one night I got a good night's rest.
We'll have to fix that. No more Inception.
No more.
Steal
no
all
more,
his DVDs.
I'm pretty sure it's just Hans Zimmer though, because God, that soundtrack.
Just steal
gorgeous.
his DVDs. That's all you have to do.
Oh yeah.
Take
Oscars
the
are
DVDs,
Sunday.
motherfucker. Keep my Blu-rays.
Oh my god, there was a crazy guy at work the other day, and he ambushed me and just started going off about how Blu-rays just ripped off DVDs, and how don't worry, because Blu-rays are a thing of the past, they're gonna go away soon.
How
And
high
I'm like,
was this
yeah,
guy?
it's like 55?
I
I
thought you were
love
gonna say
people-
5'4".
I love people who have like conspiracy theories that are so micro scale that like they're just so passionate about something that does not matter in even the slightest bit to anyone other than that person. Like flat earth, that affects a lot of people. You know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Fucking-
Being in the Matrix, that affects a lot of people.
Also, yes.
DVDs are or Blu-rays are ripping off DVDs and their time is nigh.
That affects a lot of people too.
No. No. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
no.
and so like he was just going off and off about how so you could get this one for $10 cheaper because it's new and on sale, and it's got a Blu-ray and a DVD in there. And he's like, no, I'm gonna spend the extra $5 on just the DVD.
Jesus.
Active sabotaging the system.
He's gonna kill Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Stop him.
Sir, I need you to buy the Blu-ray.
I kind of felt like if I told about 4K, he'd just die.
Oh, he'd have lost his shit.
Because he was talking about how he couldn't put a Blu-ray in his DVD player because it just wouldn't work. And I'm trying to it's like, yeah, there are two different kinds of encoding. And just no, it should work the same. They're both go in the CD player. They both should work. And I felt like asking him, so how do you feel like about DVDs killing the CD?
I wonder how long this has been. Maybe like every 10 years when a new media platform comes out, like he just jumps ship to that.
Like he was really about LimeWire, and then Pandora came out and he was pissed. And then Spotify came out and he went and murdered someone.
Man, he is clearly not a functioning gumball machine.
Yeah, don't let him know about. Just don't let him know about 4K. Don't let him know about 3D. Just keep it all away from him.
I almost don't want to watch the Oscars this year.
I won't be, because I'd have to go out of my way to go to a television set that has cable. That's a lot of work.
I don't want to because I hate Jimmy Kimmel. But also because I know Blade Runner isn't going to get the awards I want it to. Regardless of whether or not it deserves them.
I think it's got the best chances at cinematography.
I really hope it gets it.
Because even though it's not Deakins' best work, he's been shafted 12 too many times, 13
it could just
too
be
many
a DiCaprio
times.
situation.
That's what a lot of people are thinking. Similarly with Nolan, people are thinking that if he gets it, it's purely because he's never actually been nominated before.
Would make sense.
It's not because that Dunkirk was a great, perfect movie and he deserves it. It's just he has a good career and has never been nominated. He'll probably never get nominated again, so let's just give him this one. I hope they don't do it because he doesn't deserve it.
Much.
No, Dunkirk doesn't deserve it. Other things deserve
movie,
best director so much more.
Spectacular. I don't know. Maybe
it'll get sound mixing. All right. Yeah, sound mixing it'll get.
To be fair, I mean, seeing that in theaters was just such an audible experience.
I'll be pissed if Baby Driver doesn't get one of the editing awards.
Oh my god, Baby Driver.
Either sound or regular editing. It
hey,
deserves
where's
one
my
of them.
nomination for my main man talking about Kevin Spacey for Best Supporting Actor, Baby Driver?
He probably would have had one, too.
Where's that recognition?
What I want to see is an Oscar-style awards show for just the randomest shit, most on-screen deaths or
that's
something.
What we kept talking about. Is we're just gonna do the Southwestern Exposure Award show.
Okay.
Best extra.
Yeah, just best extra, best looking food in a film.
Ooh, animated would win every time.
Yeah, did Ghibli put out a movie that year? Well, we got our winner.
That's some good-looking ham you got there.
Kid joke, never mind.
What?
Bad kid joke.
I could assume what that kid joke would be.
I hope you see what it is, but it's likely worse. So let's move on to the next topic before pedophilia.
What comes before pedophilia?
Choose your words wisely.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
No, I don't see it.
His robot.
Oh. Okay, I see it again.
You know,
SNL
can you
bar,
smell what
what's
The
up?
Rock is cooking? It's pedophilia.
It's robots that will pedalize.
Speaking of old shit, throw out your PS3. It's useless now.
Well,
What?
don't do that. I mean, it's still got some gems such as Ni no Kuni 1.
And Ashura's Wrath.
And some other weeb shit.
Ashura's Wrath is a 9-hour...
Is it Ashura? Is it a Z? A zero?
Ashura's.
Asura.
Yeah. Weird.
It's good. And you can't watch it anywhere because they got some weird rights. I don't know how they lined up what they lined up. Or if they just won, the first ever DMSC takedown or something. Because you cannot put footage of that game anywhere for any amount of time.
Damn, Atlas. Learn from them.
Yeah, for some reason, they're the only place that has that, and it gets enforced consistently.
Well, that's because there's someone whose entire job it is for the next 5 years. You've got the next 15, 20 years.
Scour all videos. Find anything about Zero's Wrath. Kill it.
Just
if you gotta be on Pornhub trying to find Ashura's Wrath.
Are they trying to be sneaky?
Now remember, sometimes they put in those fake thumbnails, so you gotta watch the decent chunk of the video to make sure that it's not Ashura's Wrath.
What would you even put? Stone Man Fingers Planet?
I know nothing about the game, so
That happens.
I don't understand the joke either. But,
That actually happens.
I imagine it was
Man
very
so
funny.
angry refuses to die. Man punches Earth so hard it cracks.
It's a weird game.
Rock hard man fucks wife into coma, but she's actually in a hot spring.
She is the hot spring.
And then he gets into man is so rock hard that after fighting another man for the rights to live, they both turn into stone.
There's so many twists, I don't even know what's going on.
The game is
playing the
basically
game doesn't help.
8-hour movie, and it doesn't help.
Should it?
No.
Nope. It's an experience.
Like, the best thing about it, it over the tops itself, and it just has like this continuing cycle of everything gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then we gotta start coming back down because we went a little bit too far. Okay, we went too far down, now it's boring again, so let's start ramping it back up. And the ramp up time is nothing, and the peak is so high, and the cooldown time is nothing, and the peak is, and the depths of it is so low.
It enabled JoJo to happen.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
great.
the entire, it just doesn't stop ramping.
Without Ashura's Wrath, JoJo never could have gotten made.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure never would have happened, not for
You guys
Ashura's
and your
Wrath.
weird anime.
Need
It's
to
not
watch
weird.
more weird things.
It's not weird anime.
Like
It is weird anime.
Overwatch.
You gotta go watch weird things like Dragon Ball
Overwatch
Super.
added Brigitte.
So
First
yeah,
introducing that Reinhardt short.
like forever ago it feels like. Yeah,
People
so
immediately loved her, and Blizzard has finally added her as a new support hero.
it's weird. I wasn't expecting another support, but I'll take it. She is a somewhere in between Reinhardt and I guess Lucio would be the two closest.
Between Reinhardt and Lucio.
She's all melee. She has a flail. It's got like a 1 or 2 meter range on it, so like double Rein's swing. Has an ability that lets her swing much more, which has knockback that can do some silly things. But as she deals damage, she heals in a AoE about the size of Lucio's heal. Her ult is just, she gives everyone like a shit ton of
Buttload
armor.
of armors and increases
Runs
her
around.
move speed.
She does some cool stuff, but yeah, she's Torbjorn's daughter, and she fights stuff and doesn't afraid of anything, so it's cool.
I think I found someone to play in Overwatch.
I told you, you'd like her.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And they're gonna have like a tank top skin where she's just like showing off those muscles.
Yeah, she got the muscles.
She got the muscles.
My girl is built.
Everyone actually just wants a skin where she's just like showing off how massively ripped she is.
I'd play it. It's every time I find something I like about Overwatch, in the next update they kill that hero.
What
I
was the
cannot
last
stand
time?
the changing meta. Well, now they're nerfing Sombra.
Yeah, well, they always, historically, if they
Rather
nerf
than
someone,
buffing other people, they have to nerf everybody to the same playing field.
well, no, they didn't nerf Sombra.
They're nerfing Girl.
They might be moving forward, but they just like massively buffed her. Like, it didn't look like it was much, but now she hard counters a lot of people. If you have enemy Sombra, Lucio's useless now. Her
The cooldown
hack.
on her hack.
Well, no, her hack shuts down your song immediately, so
Oh.
you literally lose everything that you are, and you lose your wall ride as well.
As one should.
So he just becomes a boop machine, and it's hilarious. And then he dies.
And then he dies.
But yeah, no. So they also they increased her clip, I think, and they reduced her spread, if nothing else. So yeah, no, they fixed her up pretty good. They always buff somebody that they're about to release a hero who counters them, like historically.
Yeah, that's true.
So Brigitte is the anti-Sombra.
Evidently.
But,
I
you
don't
know,
see
she's
how.
fun. I don't see how, but it works for some reason.
No, I don't think that it does.
A Korean player, Gaguri, picked her up and was just like, oh, this'll be fun, new hero, and then just wrecked face. Like, people who are good with her are way too good with her. And people who are bad with her, it's basically like a Doomfist situation. It's either completely useless or insanely OP. There is nobody in the middle.
Man, that just sounds like every single character that I play.
Yeah.
I don't see that with a lot of the characters. Like, Lucio, the skill cap is just you wall ride like a maniac. And that's more or less it. Besides, just strategic supporting.
Well, fucking, what's her name? Zarya. You're either shit with her or godly with her.
But there's a lot of middle ground
There are
Zaryas
middle
where
ground
I'm not
Zaryas,
mad
yeah.
that
I guess-
they're on my team. If
I
I have a
haven't
middle
ever been in
ground
that
Doomfist,
situation.
I wish they weren't
No,
playing
back
Doomfist.
when we played in the beginning, there was no middle ground. Now there's a lot of middle ground for a lot of heroes.
Okay.
You haven't played him forever, so it's hard for you to weigh in accurately.
Yep.
They haven't touched Zarya in that whole time, funny enough.
It's like she's balanced.
Yeah.
She just was good. They did some people
Well,
just
there's one
right.
thing that they need to balance on her, and that's her skin. She needs
God,
a
the
better
80
skin.
skin
Yeah.
is so fucking terrible.
The only thing that's redeemable is like she looks like one of the fucking legendary skins is just her as a Colgate toothbrush.
Why don't they just release one where she's wearing a bear pelt already?
That's what I'm saying.
That's like the easiest one to go with.
just fucking okay. Here's Zarya, and she's just now wearing bears
Here's
on
the
her back.
Zarya.
Just
wears
she's
bear.
covered in bear fur, and she's got
doesn't
brown
afraid of
bear,
anything.
And then you just change color palette to white,
It
and now
makes a
she is
15-inch
polar bear.
flaccid cock.
Oh no, there's just bear
That's
cock
like-
hanging
she's a
between
grower.
legs.
4 feet?
15-inch.
Oh, I heard 50.
15-inch flaccid.
So 4 feet.
15-inch flaccid bear cock. The issue is
4
she's a
foot.
shower, not a grower.
No, she'd grow her now shower.
Oh no.
Yeah. No, she murders whoever she sleeps with.
Whether or not it was
Speaking
intentional.
of different RWBY fanfic, I'm not getting into it. It's messy.
Oh, God.
What else have we got?
Actually, the week started on a low note
Also incestuous.
with Demon Souls getting its
Yeah,
server shut
so
down.
Demon Souls finally
Incestuous, first and foremost.
incestuously had its server shut down. Weird experience. Everyone was uncomfortable.
It was sort of just a but why, but also a like, yeah, why not? But also like, but I don't want you to, but also like, yeah, whatever.
Okay, we just get it over
Everyone was like so emotionally invested, but also so apathetic about it at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, no one really cared because they shouldn't.
It was more like a please don't, but if you do, whatever, because like it's not like it
Oh
affects
no, it's
me.
not like
Please
we can
don't,
stop
but
you or
okay.
anything. As far as I know, like, I got Demon Souls, I have never put it in my PS3.
Wow.
Damn,
I just...
Harsh.
that sounds like me with every game.
Well, no, it's more so
That is
because
him
I have
with
to
every
hook up my
game.
PS3.
It's fair. I ran out of outlets on the area behind the television, so there's a lot of unplugged game consoles floating around.
My switcher died,
So
so
many.
I only have 2 HDMI ports now.
The only switcher I ever got was a AV one because I needed to be able to use, I think it was like, no, because the Wii had HDMI, didn't it?
No.
It
No.
didn't have an adapter, or the Wii U had both options, that's
Yeah.
right. So I needed to be able to plug in my Wii, my GameCube, my PS2, and my N64, and the only switchers they make for composite are miserable. Like, everything is downgraded to, like, sub-potato quality. It's unplayable. But I'll be damned if it stopped me from playing Pokemon Snap, because nothing can stop me from playing that game.
Well, I do know what can stop you from playing Pokemon Snap.
The cartridge dying,
Yep.
just eventually. I
The
accept that.
Like, the cartridge is gonna die, but you know what you actually can do?
You can change the battery out.
That's what I was gonna say. You
Well,
can just change
I don't
the
know if
battery
that's how
out.
64 ones work. Game Boy
Game Boy
Original.
Advance ones and Game Boy SPs, you can do that.
Well, Game Boy Original, starting like last year, the batteries were
Failing.
at their lifetime. So you can replace it, but you're gonna
Oh,
lose all
shit,
of your
I gotta back
information.
up my Pokemon Emerald.
Oh, yeah.
You should have like another 10 years on that.
I'm gonna back it up no matter the fuck what. I
Back
don't know
it
what's
up
gonna
to
happen.
Pokemon Box on the GameCube. Everyone's favorite game that nobody ever had.
You mean you know that there's
Stay out
that
of a
fucking
Pokemon's
Nintendo?
box, to be fair.
You mean the Pokebox for the 3DS, where you could just upload all your fucking Pokemon from previous games and then transfer them to the newer games that didn't have a transfer system.
It's somehow what everybody wanted, but also doesn't want, and is always demanding for more things. And Pokemon's weird. When
Yeah, no, now you can
serious
transfer them
Pokemon
across
is
games,
scary.
But the issue is, like, certain Pokemon, you can't, like, transfer things that have had weird names. So there's one that's a Coffin named Pythagoras, and it can't be transferred because of its own name. You have to nickname it something else because
Wow.
its name has fag in it.
That's stupid.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's so... They really need to...
Their own name can't
That's
make
so
it through.
Nintendo, though, honestly. Like, those kinds of things. Well, the only other thing that really happened this past week was that SuchOne sauce came back in large enough quantities that everyone can get it at basically every McDonald's, so go out and get it.
Don't. It's bad. It's teriyaki barbecue without the barbecue.
I'm actually curious.
So just teriyaki.
But bad teriyaki.
Okay, so just teriyaki.
So they
There
gave
is
out
good
those...
teriyaki.
They gave
Not
out
from
those
fucking
posters.
McDonald's there isn't.
That's why I'm making the distinction.
Okay.
Wow. Wow, those posters dropped in value.
Yeah, they did. No, you should have sold them immediately. They would not go up.
Oh, no, this is the tiny ones, isn't it?
Yes.
I think this is for the tiny posters. Yeah, that's for the mini posters, which are still going for
Too much.
a good amount.
Way too much.
The full-sized, limited edition SuchOne poster, you can still pick up for about $300. When it first came out, people were paying, like,
Thousands.
multiple grand, so... I knew it would tank, but I'm actually surprised that it tanks so much, because there are only 1,000 of them, so I figured it would hold some value.
You got one?
No. No, that
Okay.
was the whole thing. I didn't get shit out of that, so I'm not revisiting that. That's also why I'm really apathetic about the sauce, because it was like, you done fucked, McDonald's. This was a nice little PR move, but you done fucked, and no one will actually forgive you. Like, we'll eat the sauce because we just gotta know, but that'll be the end of it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much everything we have for this week. So now it's time for Connor's second newest segment.
All right, so
What did you dream about, Connor?
Luckily, nothing half so strange.
Well, I'm gonna like put in some little music there, like a little theme song for.
What did you dream about, Connor?
And then it's just gonna be screaming for like 30
Connor's
seconds.
Dream Nights.
There's yeah. Last night was weird, actually. It was like
'Cause it was
broken
normal.
teeth and trying to slot teeth back on over broken teeth. There was some weird stuff.
I wasn't ready to be this uncomfortable.
No, I'm not talking about that one because that was an incredibly uncomfortable experience. And waking up, I was worried about how I was going to have to explain my broken teeth to my mom, who was for some reason in charge of my dental medical insurance, which was a separate medical insurance in the dream.
Yeah, dental is separate from medical.
No, it was a huge, like, an actual hard standalone separate kind of deal.
No, it is.
Not as big as it was. No, I guarantee you, it was like state required for you to have dental as hard as medical.
Okay, so you have to. If you don't have medical insurance, you can't drive this car. If you don't have dental insurance, you can't drive it either.
Yeah.
License, registration, and proof that you can pay for your teeth to get fixed,
So
sir.
it was like dentists somehow became megacorps. It was
We're
weird.
afraid that if you get in this vehicle, what's going to end up happening is your teeth are going to get busted open.
You won't be able
I'm
to
going
pay
to
for
bust
the
open
other
your
guy's
teeth.
car.
Yeah, your teeth are going to get thrown out of the car like a shotgun blast, and you're just going to kill someone on the street.
Now I'm
if you
worried
got
about
weak
Big
teeth.
Denta.
Big dent is you go watch out.
So anyway, what was the dream you are going to talk about?
Well, I'm going to talk about two dreams.
Okay.
Because, one of them I could have spoken in great detail about if I'd written it down the moment I woke up, but instead I went back to sleep.
You fool.
I was tired. I was depressed.
You fool.
So that one was it was almost like a MOBA arena
Okay.
in essence. Except
How much Paragon were you playing before this?
it was almost Paragon-y. So, there's a giant. It's like simultaneously a planet, but also a ship, but not a ship planet, right?
Okay.
So there are two different sides.
Tycho Station or something.
No.
Okay. Okay.
It was. I cannot liken it to anything else. It was so
What about,
very
like,
unique.
Alpha. Or like a chunk of alpha.
What about Io?
No.
The living planet?
Yeah.
In any case,
Okay.
so
it's a thing.
On one end, there is like high society, like almost nobles, kind of like very, very rich, wealthy people that have built this side on. There's like a mill ground, which is a ship plant.
Okay, have you seen?
And there are a
Altered
bunch
Carbon?
of different corridors
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
avenues and different like paths throughout the ship
Okay.
between my side and their side.
Okay.
And there's a shit ton of exotic life and stuff in there. Like
Okay.
just
So there's,
some
like,
really weird creatures. My subconscious got creative with this. It was really cool.
Okay.
You have to
Um,
stay on your side of the fence, and they'll stay on their
Well,
side.
technically, my side of the ship world was like we weren't natives, but we were there first. It was kind of like the squatters from Expanse 3.
Okay.
Kind of that situation-ish. Except the people that came in were like insanely high class.
Okay.
So, like, again, Altered
So
Carbon...
my people are saying they're like loading, I shit you not, like cannons on wooden ships that they have fitted with sails that will somehow fly across to the other people. They're going like straight 1700s. They've got muskets and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I'm dressed normally, but I'm one of them. So they're loading up on ships and stuff to go fight these people away. And I'm finding different ways to sneak to the other side, to high society. Anytime I would go there, there wasn't any common space. It was a giant interlinking mess of like $1,000 a night hotel rooms.
Jesus Christ.
Every room I would enter would be like... It would cost me 2 months' rent here to stay there a night, is how nice the hotel was. And every room was like that. And it was me going through trying to find out how they were getting out of them, how they got dropped down to the planet.
Like how the hotels
was-
got there?
No, just how they lived in them.
Where do hotels
Well,
come
And
like
I
from?
found
room
some
service.
people, and then it was like some girl, and Dreamy like was really into her, and she was sad because her friend got like mauled by this animal out in the wilderness. And I'm like, well, I gotta go kill this animal to win this girl's affection, obviously, because it mauled her friend. So I'm like, and so,
Here's the face of the person who killed your friend. I brought this for you.
I don't know. It was
Let me mount it on your wall inside your hotel room.
this
You'll
was
pay for the damages.
I would do that because that's batshit crazy. But it was one of those dreams where it's you, but a very weird version of you, who thinks they're a badass. Because I'm like, oh, well, I guess I gotta go kill this animal then. And she's like, why? Like, I turn, I'm like, because it's hurting you. And she's looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? But Dreamy doesn't care, because Dreamy is balls deep in this girl already. He's just
Or
all
are you
about
like
it.
talking to her like already like fucking just balls deep?
No,
and, like,
I'm 100,000,000% invested in this, so I'm gonna go out and find this animal.
You were just playing some kind of weird side quest in this
It was
dream.
a weird. There was a lot of. It was beautiful though, man. It was watching the architecture meld with the forest and stuff. Oh man, the pools, cool. The hotels were god next level. So many towels. They have so many towels in their bathrooms.
Okay, so
I actually do judge hotel quality
By
by,
the
how
towels,
many
right?
towels I
Yeah.
get.
so like we've got the 7 rolled the hanged towels, then you've
If
got like the
it's-
24 rolled towels.
Well, no,
stuffed
sometimes-
next to the sink.
It's because sometimes you go in, it's a like 2-queen room, so there's 4 towels. Sometimes it's a 1-queen room and there's 4 towels. That's a nice hotel.
That's a nicer hotel.
Okay, so you go in there. That's 2 queen. There's 4 towels, 4 large ones, and then 2 extra towels folded up on top of the toilet. Then 23 smaller towels just rolled up like really super tight.
They all have to be
next to the
bath
sink.
sheets. They have to be bath sheets, like 4 feet wide and like 8 foot long towels that I
Okay.
can just wrap up in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, have you ever heard the term room service?
No.
Fuck that.
Hey,
Same
could I
towel
get
all
some
weekend.
towels?
Same
The
towel
towels
all
need
weekend.
to be there
Hey,
at the beginning, or it's a
I
bad
took
place.
a massive shit.
Could I get some towels?
Could I get some towels?
Are these two issues related, sir? Because if the answer is yes, your answer will be no.
Okay, no, I don't need more towels for that. But could you send up a plumber?
No, you don't even ask help for the shit. It's just, hey, I took a massive shit. Also, could I get some extra towels? What does the first part have to... I just thought you wanted to know.
Just keeping you
Just
updated.
throw them in the bathroom.
Just keeping you updated. 15 minutes later, hey, just bust a nut. Can you bring some towels? Is this one related? Definitely not.
Totally not. By the way, do you have any more paint that matches the walls?
You're gonna have to repaint over something in here.
And I'm not gonna say it's semen because you'll probably be happier if I
Because-
say it's semen. Actually,
Semen would be better. But that was one dream, and
Okay.
that was a long experience. There was a lot that went on.
Did you kill the
and
thing?
Also, I didn't.
Oh,
it was me then going examining her mauled friend, and the surgeon's like, yeah,
Were
no,
you
she's
like
dead,
doing
bro.
the LA Noir style, pick up her hand, like wave it back and
No, it was
forth?
really graphic actually. The image is kind of seared into my mind.
Okay.
Nice.
But other dream, I built somewhere between, or I designed, created, and then constructed somewhere between what was the walker in MGS5?
Oh, Rex?
The
Or
little
Peace
D-Walker?
The D-Walker.
Somewhere between Diva's mech suit and the D-Walker. In that it looked and functioned a lot more like the D-Walker, but had a lot more features of Diva's mech. I built and designed one of those, and the first half of the dream was me like showing it off to friends. It was just me like running
Look
around,
what I
flying
did.
around in this thing, like shooting targets and shit. Like, look at this badass thing. And then the second half of the dream completely like shifted. I was no longer where I was. It was me in this town that's getting attacked by like goblins and ogres and stuff.
Okay.
And they stole all the town's kids. And the town people are like, oh my god, our kids. And they hate me for some reason. The townspeople do not like me.
It's
The
because you've been
orcs were
flaunting
made.
your mech around town.
And you're like, hey, I could have saved your kids,
Well, I had
but
to,
you need to pay me protection money. This is the racket I'm running.
Like-
you're now part of it.
I had to hide when the ogre and his goblins came so that they wouldn't be prepared. Because if they saw me, they would know that myself and the mech were there, and they couldn't be prepared for that. So I was hiding from that. And then when they left and took the kids, the people were like, "Don't get involved in this because you're a dick."
Fair.
So
Yeah.
I went to go get involved in it, and because they
How many
confiscated
kids?
my first walker.
I just want a number.
They
on-
confiscated the first walker. So I went to get the second copy I had that was unpainted. It looked way drier. It was not nice.
Oh.
How many kids died?
Why'd they take the good
No
one?
kids died because when I went to go get the second walker, it was then me trying to find some other person that was also in shun of the town in their house, but the power was out. And then there was like a murderer outside who cut the power who's gonna come kill me. And I'm like, if only I had my walker, I couldn't get to my walker. And the jumpsuit was getting really tight. Like I couldn't breathe. Like the jumpsuit was constricting me and my hands felt really cold. And I was trying to fix the power, which to fix it, all I had to do was plug this power circuit extender into the wall.
Just to
So I
power
couldn't
out,
move the
or-
dresser to get the plug into it. The dresser wouldn't move. And then I look out the window and the girl's in the house across the way. And she's straight getting stabbed.
I like to imagine, like, girl's getting stabbed. You're in the next room over. She's screaming like, "Help me!" You're
Hold
trying
on,
to
I gotta plug in this cable.
You're trying to plug in an outlet, and you're just shouting in like the snarkiest tone. This wouldn't be a problem if I had my Mac.
Oh boy, so many fewer people wouldn't be getting stabbed if somebody hadn't confiscated my mech. Mayor!
It was. I don't normally have nightmare sequences, but me unable to move the cement dresser and her getting stabbed because I couldn't plug it in. Well, no, it was like to give you an idea of how much I couldn't move it. Is just it was a fact of reality that this dresser can only exist
Okay,
in this
have
location.
you ever thought that maybe sometimes your dreams just start bleeding into reality, and you were just trying to push
that's
your
happened.
wall? You're trying to push the wall in your room away.
I've created false memories of people, and it has skewed my perception of them IRL.
I have a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I don't.
It is
I
a
don't
mess.
like sleepwalk in a way where like I'm mirroring what I'm doing in my dream, but I totally don't remember things correctly. Because I'll be like, "Hey, we still doing that thing?" They'll be like, "What on earth are you talking about?" I'd be like, "The thing we talked about," and they'd be like, "Oh, that was never a
They
thing."
were just trying to
and I'd
get
be
to
like,
plans
"Son of
with
a
you."
bitch."
People don't like you. Nick.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't like you that much.
Ah,
It's your nipples. They're too.
It's the nipples. I didn't want. It's the nipples, right?
they could be perkier. In all fairness, I will not argue against this claim.
But those were the two dreams I'll speak of.
Okay.
That was Connor's dream cast for the week.
The
I
other
got
ones
into a
were
fight
too
with a xenomorph in one of my dreams, and it just wouldn't die.
That's what they
That's,
tend to do.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Yeah, it's the entire dream.
Did you
I
die?
never saw the sexual.
Penis.
The
What's-
sexual penis of the
How was there a
xenomorph?
non-sexual?
You've never seen
In
them?
any case,
Or you're just like, you never saw those Aliens 3, Aliens
Innuendo?
4?
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Apparently, she was a huge sex symbol in Alien.
It's because of how, like, that was in the 80s. Nothing happened in the 80s.
I would say everything was a sex symbol in the 80s.
I hung out with my dad and his friends, and it felt like I was in that
was
70s
a sex
show.
symbol.
And it was just like a nightmare of just like things that they thought were funny, and I'm kind of just like, okay.
Not that I'm saying she's not attractive, because Sigourney Weaver's Sigourney Weaver.
Okay. You're just saying
Well,
that she's not a sex
like,
symbol.
I was reading about it, and they're
She
like,
was in
an
her
Alien
underwear.
when she was, that was just a thing. People do that.
No, that was exactly it. Like,
But
she was
apparently
in
it's
her
not
underwear.
a thing you're allowed to show in the 80s.
Yeah. It was a very uncommon thing back then. So someone in their undies, people would get that VHS and then just sit there and masturbate in
Dude,
front of
I
it.
wish I could get famous from getting sexually exploited.
Yeah, that's like...
It's
Well,
such
nowadays it's just pornography.
No, nowadays you've got to do so much more hardcore stuff than walk around in some panties and find an alien in a mech.
You know, you probably could do that. And that'd get...
Or if that actually happened, I'd be set. It's just, why is that man in panties? And, he's in a mech fighting a monster. Okay.
Okay, you're going to have to cut this bit out, because we're going to have to do this. Because
Oh, God.
every single time we've talked about something, it's just
How
happened.
are you going to get the funding to make an alien and for me in panties to fight it in a mech?
We don't have to make it actually happen. We've
Also,
got
I
deepfakes.
have,
You're talking deepfake the xenomorph onto me being up a homeless guy.
We'll get you a cardboard box mech suit.
Now I want to start using deepfakes of non-human things onto human faces and see how
well
much
it
you can
lines
mess
up.
it up. Like, I want to put every angle of the
Can we
There are-
xenomorph on
wait,
it.
there are
anime
what,
characters?
200 episodes of Clone Wars, do you think? And maybe 80 of those? Like,
So we
Oh,
can
you can
deepfake
definitely
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
I got some stuff to do after the podcast. Ahsoka Tano, the OG Judy Hopps.
Oh god.
Wow, I just realized people can become deepfakes models where they just cosplay a character
Oh,
really
shit.
well and sell just a picture set of themselves. And then they go, you can make whatever you want with this.
That's the most real business venture any of us have ever said.
I'm pretty sure that there's a thing for that already.
Nope. I will stick by that.
We
That
can
is
do
not
it better.
I'll
A
say a name right now. Hidori Rose, and I'll just plop that there.
Do you recognize
I thought
that?
you were going to say Hitomi Jacob, to be perfectly honest.
You know what? Will it's Hitomi Jacob all day, every day.
I don't
People pay
recognize
a lo-
either of these names.
People pay a lot of money to see my face.
Who's Hidori Rose?
You'll have to Google that
You'll
one.
have to Google that one.
I don't
I'll
want
Google
to.
Hitomi Jacob for you.
Hitomi. I feel like she has a name.
That's the name.
That's her actual name.
Goes to the courthouse. Yes. Hello. I'd like to change my name. All right. Hitomi blah 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 to Hitomi J Cup smiley face. What the fuck?
Her name is Hitomi Tanaka, better known as Hitomi Jacob.
It's in the Wikipedia
Oh no,
article.
yeah, I've seen her on Imgur. Okay, Tanaka.
Yeah. And her Wikipedia article is known as
There are a
Hitomi
lot of
Jacob.
Japanese girls with J cups. All right, you can't just say Hitomi J cup and all of a sudden I know which one it is. Imgur is a wide, vibrant, savage land that shares a lot of Japanese J cup gifts. All right,
I think they're all the same woman.
they might. I don't know.
You might
Sometimes
just be
her hair is
slightly
different.
racist.
You might be racist.
I'm definitely racist.
No,
in
it's
some
reverse
way.
racist. Instead of seeing all Japanese people as the same person,
I see all
you see
Jap-
one Japanese
all-
person as a bunch of people.
Hitomi Tanaka has actually been 17 different women for me.
That's the opposite of a problem.
That's actually not racism at all. That's just you having shit memory.
I'm not racist, I just have bad memory.
I just can't remember if I've met someone before.
If they're not white.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't see race. Who are you?
Well,
Christ.
Follow us.
Who's
On
Hidori
Facebook.
Rose?
Google it. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, some other things. Hit us up on iTunes, on the Google Play Store, and check us out on Patreon if you like the things we talk about, mostly
We
J
didn't talk
cups and
about the
deepfakes.
controversial stuff.
We're not going to talk about the controversial stuff, just J cups and deepfakes.
Oh man, deepfakes though.